Hey, all you Force of Will fans. It's been a long time since I made a deck profile. It's been a long time since I've recorded videos in general. I guess I should do some explaining. I've been on a hiatus for like 2 months because my laptop died. So I had to save up enough money to get a new laptop. I got a job. I like my job actually. It's very nice. Well, there goes my explanation for today. So let me go on to today's video for my Shaela deck profile. Honestly, I also heard that Shaela taught with top 4. I need to find that list. If someone knows about that list, please post it down in the comments below. I would really love to see that list. Alright, so Shaela, judgment cost is 2 blue, 1 void. On your turn, she always lets it rain. You can tap her to search weather change rain. Worthless spell. I mean, sadly, it's a bad spell. And then Thunder's Parasol is the real reason. We use every turn you just want to make an electric counter. You can use an electric counter to make a thunderstorm for that until the end of turn, which basically is the entirety of its deck is thunderstorm because we play the big fishes and we play thunderstorm itself. So your judgment cost. So when you judgment, she enters the field, she draws a card immediately. So at least she gives you a +1. At least she goes even. She +1s for you. You pay 0 to make a thunderstorm, which is always interesting to have instant speed thunderstorm. If you were playing more thunderstorm based cards, I'm not really, because it's a lot easier to have rain cards. And then her God's Art Inundation, 1 blue, target Jace House Vendor, destroy it, and then rest everything else. Rest all other resonators your opponent controls. So it's a very strong thing that can either save you an entire turn or go for game. This is a blue-green Shaela list. I heard that the one that topped the GP was a blue-white-black list. I really want to see that list. Alright, so first you play 4 Kaguya Sorrow. Just to let you scry the 2 top cards of your deck is never a bad thing. We just want to consistently have green. So 4 Deepwood and 2 Misty Wind Magic Stone. So the ability to have green with every color is very necessary for the deck, since majority of our deck is a blue. Majority of the deck, like our main resonators are blue, and then the rest of it is basically green. We have a lot of blue spells for sure, don't get me wrong. The green was just there for protection. The green was also there just for player spell really, and that's pretty much the only cancel spell I run in this deck. So, nonetheless, for Sacred Elf, I know this is a True Blade format, but regardless, being able to, if she survives, that's a really good advantage for you because you're able to constantly keep up ramp, and you're able to play turn ahead of your opponent at all times if she survives. If not, then you're just still playing the same pace and you're still playing ahead of your opponent, because if you go first, you're playing ahead of your opponent. So 4 Sacred Elf, 3 Angelic's Voice Mermaid. These could be interchanged between Lorites. I don't have the Lorites. She just cycles a card when draining, so she's a worse Tama because it's like an additional draw. But she's a 3/3 body, which is always good. 1 Thunderfish, because you don't want to draw into it. As you do draw into it, you feel sad. Target Resonator doesn't recover during its controller's next recovery step, and then if it rains, you redraw a card. It is a mandatory trigger, so if you play it by itself, you had to target itself. Next, you play 4 Viola. Now, Viola is actually a very strong resonator. Being able to instant speed block or instant speed make removal weaker because there's Spiderweb, True Blade. Yeah, if you True Blade a 2-drop or itself, it makes it a lot harder. Like if there's a True Blade her and do it again, you just remove it and kill 2 things. And remove 2 things, sorry, not kill. She just makes I honestly just like her a lot for against specifically against Sherry as well because you're able to remove the target from the graveyard. And then being able to instant speed block and get +2/+2 and flying is also a very strong effect against like aggro decks. Against like Keurig, they bring out I'm drawing a blank right now. I guess we'll say Pig, and they don't give us flying. Well, I mean, I guess I could just get a flying. Fuck, what was her name? I'm drawing a blank. Sylvia, there you go. Sylvia, like if summon Sylvia swing, and you just block, instant speed, give +2/+2 dragon, flying, and declare block. It gives you such more of an advantage. Alright, that's our only 2-drop in the deck. We have 8 3-drops. 3 of them are Rachel. Rachel, when she dies, she searches your entire deck. That's legitimately the only reason why we really play Rachel. The mill effect is nice, because being able to stretch your opponent's plays and know what your opponent is playing is always a strong thing to do. You never really target your own deck with this card. You really only just target your opponent's deck. That's pretty much the only basis of this card. You search Giga Thunderfishes, you can search Lightning Caves. You search your combo pieces out. Next is 4 Mega Thunderfishes. Basically the real star player of the deck. Because Giga Thunderfish usually always dies the second the turn after it comes out. So Mega Thunderfish, when it's sent to the graveyard, you bounce something back to your opponent's hand. When it's raining, you put it to the top of the deck. When it's Thunderstorm, you get +2/+2 in swiftness. That's the main reason why this is the all-star deck. If you just hit him 4 times with that, it's game over. And then the big playmaker of the deck, Giga Thunderfish. Giga Thunderfish, when it's Thunderstorm, you bring out Mega, and then you bring out Thunderfish. It's and or, so you bring out both. So you basically rest something with Thunderfish, and then you swing in with Mega Thunderfish. If Giga Thunderfish actually manages to stay alive and hit something, when you swing, you deal 200 damage to everything your opponent controls. J/Resonator, and it rests him permanently until he's removed from the field. So that's why this card's always removed on spot. It will never survive a turn, especially if you played it directly on turn 5. And if it does survive a turn, then your opponent loses. Let's be honest here. 3 Lightning Caves, because I only have 3. If I had 4, I'd be playing 4. This card's amazing against Keurig because none of his shit has swiftness anymore. They have to sight in Destruction of the Portal to basically kill it. And at that point, you already stalled the game long enough to the point where you already effectively won. You no longer have swiftness or flying, so Pig cannot be used. Sylvia takes a turn longer to attack. So it gives you so much more advantage and so much more leeway to be able to take your time. You can tap in to make it rain, so you can use it to rain on your opponent's turn. Or you can tap it during your upkeep to make a thunderstorm so you still have it up to make it rain on your opponent's turn just in case. 2 Spinning Aqua Soul. There are a lot of chances in this deck that you just do want to recover, but you don't want like an exuberant amount. Like you just want to get like Shayla's returns, you want to get Cleansing Rains back, etc. 3 Ferris Spell. The 4th one is in the side deck. Mainly it's just a kill spell against Sherry. And then other than that, it's just a negate quick cast spells to protect your resonators usually. 4 Shayla's Return. This is honestly my favorite card in this entire deck. Because the fact that you're able to bounce anything your opponent summons, you're even able to bounce your own stuff to protect it. Like you could bounce your own Rachel. I've been bouncing Mega Thunderfishes for a lot of times. So you could just do like swing with Mega Thunderfish, bounce Mega Thunderfish, swing with Mega Thunderfish again. If they don't, Severin wins the Mega Thunderfish. And you can swing in for 20 that same turn if they don't. obviously, but it's a dream. But it could happen, right? But being able to balance your opponent's early game plays is very nice. Being able to stall, it's basically being able to stall for time. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards ever printed. 2, Shaila's Foresight. Basically, recycles the deck for you. You do 3 modes when you're playing Shaela. Put target attacking resonator to the top of the deck. Shuffle graveyard, or target addition to the top of the deck. Shuffle graveyard, draw a card. So this could be useful against your animator decks. You're usually going to recycle your own deck so you can continue with your plays. And you just always draw a card. There's no reason to ever draw a card. Triple Cleansing Ring. To put the ability to put cards on the top of your opponent's deck during your opponent's turn is a very strong effect as long as they have Lightning Cave out on the field. Even then, you can always do it during your upkeep at worst and then play a card, but you'll still attempt, you might get 7 wins, but you can lock your opponent from actually drawing new cards if you constantly keep doing this. And last but not least, 2 Thunderstorms. I like this card a lot. It has saved me a couple games, especially during like against Lumia Command when they're out of mana. When they play like Command, Fair Command, you just Thunderstorm and then they lose everything and then they lose the game from there. Let's be honest here. You know what? Let me just go over my sideboard real quick because I actually have one. It's not the best sideboard, but we'll make do with it for now, right? Alright, 1 Fair spell. You just add it against Sherry. It's basically an extra kill spell against Sherry. 4 Rebellious Soul IU. Against Lumia mainly. Sometimes it helps against Kira because you basically force them to sacrifice Howell Pigs. I mean, if they're playing green, you can take their Thomas, but then they sacrifice their Thomas either way. So regardless, you're basically you're using this as a kill spell regardless against Keurig. In Lumia, you basically take a Sacred Elf and then you gain much more advantage from there. Shaila's Battle. This is against Shahrazad because you're able to bounce back Patrol, you're able to bounce back Eva, you're able to bounce back Effigy and draw 2 cards. Berry Ball, mainly against Keurig. Also is useful against Shahrazad. But the thing is, when I'm against Shahrazad, I always side out Lightning Cave, so this basically became a really bad card to side deck. Unless you just want to instant speed it on your turn, which is always helpful too. Unless you like deactivate into Shaela and then pass turn, Berry Ball, something to kill it. But even then, you could just rest Resonator, it's always a good effect too. Stall for time. And then triple Thunderwave. Just draw 2. Return something to your owner's hand if it's Thunderstorm, draw 2. It's a good card. Bounce cards are always nice. I like bounce cards. I would like to have more bounce effects. Alright guys, well that's the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a comment section down below on any decks that you wish to see. Deck profiles, I would try to get you as much content as I can because I am behind in content. I really want this game to thrive. And I love it. I honestly do. If you guys have any suggestions, just remember to leave a comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time.